Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to get right into the Taurus weekly love outlook. This is going to be a relationship outlook, guys, so let's get right into it. Alright, if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. So the weekly love outlook is a reading that I do where I look into a particular relationship you're having with someone, right? So we're going to pull some oracle cards of darkness and light just to start off, see what kind of energies are impacting this relationship, and then we move on to pull out your cards and your other person's cards and see what is going on in this connection for you two this week. All right, so Taurus, this is not going to resonate with all of you, and you may only resonate with a portion of it, so please just take what applies to you and let the rest go. And let's just get right into it. It's going to be for August 30th to September 6th, this coming week. So, what do we have? We have Spirit of the Child. We have Spirit of the Giraffe. And Spirit of the Tower. So, Spirit of the Child, of course, talking about innocence. Sometimes even immaturity, right? Innocence, adventurousness, wonder, all of that good stuff, right? That's what we're talking about, really. And then we have Spirit of the Giraffe, perception, foresight, having a higher advantage, right? In this deck, this is what this oracle talks about. And the Spirit of the Tower, so surprises and shifts, big changes, much like the Tower card in the tarot. A lot going on, right? Almost full energy in a lot of ways, right? We got full energy coming in almost in a hard way. But let's just see. We're going to pull out the cards for you and your person now, Taurus. Lovely Taurus. I am a Taurus rising myself, so I definitely vibe with the Taurus reading. And of course, readings like this can always be for wherever in your chart. So you could be a sun, moon, rising, Taurus. You could have just your Venus in Taurus or your Mars even in Taurus and still resonate with a reading like this. So don't get too hung up on sun signs. Check out the other placements of your planets in your chart and check out readings for those planets also. You might actually vibe with whatever planet your Venus is in much more or your Mars is in much more with regard to your love life. So just take it down to whatever, you know, whichever reading actually speaks to you, that's going to be your reading. All right, Taurus, so here we go. Ooh. The person's coming in as the Hermit and you're coming in as 8 of Pentacles this week. Now your person sees you as, let's move these up also, my lovely Oracle cards, as a 6 of Pentacles, and you see them as the 3 of Swords. Uh-oh. All right, and they desire, Page of Cups, you desire Knight of Wands. And what needs to happen is 5 of Wands and for you 2 of Cups. So I had a funny feeling when I was cutting your deck, Taurus, right, that this was going to be a little bit of a tricky reading. We have Justice coming in. So Justice is all about balance, right? Karma coming in, balance. Something that has been out of balance is the same as an injustice. An injustice is something that is not equal, right? So something that is not in balance, something that is not right in a lot of ways, right? So move this all over a bit. I don't know what happened to my camera. I must have knocked it and placed it. Usually I have it already set up where I want it. All right, my lovely Taurus. So interesting. We do have some hurt here. We have some pain here. We have some fighting, arguing. In any case, let's get right into it. Taurus, your person is coming in as the Hermit. You're coming in as 8 of Pentacles. So there's been a distance here, right? You've been working and they've been kind of on their own, doing their own thing. Right, Hermit energy is the card for, the Hermit is a card for Virgo. That doesn't mean that you're dealing with a Virgo or anything like that, but it is that energy. And the Hermit really talks about somebody who's really been on a solitary sort of path for some time, seeking spiritual guidance, seeking spiritual progress and education and enlightenment, knowledge, teaching, etc. That's the Hermit. You have been working, Taurus. You have just been working. You've been really just trying to hone your craft, trying to master your craft. 8 of Pentacles really talks about being very disciplined, So you guys, there's a separation here straight off the bat. It feels right away like this is someone, Taurus, that you have been on the outs with or separated from. Something has happened. Why is that? Because look, right away I see, you see them as a Three of Swords. So you see them as somebody who's really sort of hurt you. They've betrayed you in some way, shape, or form. That's what Three of Swords is all about. It's a betrayal. A lot of people talk about, a lot of readers, you'll find them immediately go to sort of third-party energy. But Three of Swords, you have to remember, it's not a cup card. It's a swords card. And in tarot, 3 is associated with bonding and loyalty. And of course, you know, we ultimately think of third-party energy because this is a 3 card. It's a number 3 card. But it really goes a lot deeper than that in tarot, because with Three of Swords, we're talking about the breaking of the bond. 3 is the number of the Trinity, the loyalty, the bond. It's the bond of the 3 that's important. And with Three of Swords, that has been broken. So a lot of ways, Three of Swords can be a lot of ways that somebody can betray you. Somebody can betray a relationship by going to work all the time, even though they promised they wouldn't. Somebody can betray the relationship by, after a little while of being with them, suddenly they mistreat you. And this is something that they didn't show you or tell you about in the beginning, right? You feel kind of betrayed and duped. So there's a lot of ways to be betrayed, Taurus, right? So it doesn't always necessarily mean third-party energy. And I feel like I have to explain that every time a Three of Swords comes out, because so many times the interpretation of it is very oversimplified in a lot of readings. And I don't want people who have had other kinds of betrayal to feel as though, or, you know, that doesn't count, or to immediately go to a cheating energy if that's not what it is. Here, I'm not sure if cheating is what it is what this is. It just feels like a betrayal, like they hurt you in some way. And you see them as that. So you're still sort of associating them with this energy. They see you as the Six of Pentacles, as somebody who's really sort of generous and giving, and maybe even... you know, it's interesting that they would see you as the Six of Pentacles while you're seeing them as the Three of Swords, because it's like they see you as somebody who's really charitable and giving, and yet you're seeing them, associating them with hurt. So it almost feels like, to me, like, do they feel like maybe you're giving too much of your time elsewhere, outside somehow? Something's, you know, this is interesting. Or it could also very much be that your person has begun to realize that you are, in fact, very generous in terms of financial, right? And that you are a benefactor. It could be that this was an unintentional betrayal. Something here is sort of separated, right? The energies are separated. I'm going to go for a clarity here. It can also be very much that after a long period of separation, because you have gone through so much work, Taurus, and you now have money, you're now able to do things that you weren't able to do before, you may be coming across to them as somebody who is very wealthy anyway. So it may not even be about the generosity somehow tied to them. It could just be that because of this separation, Taurus, they're seeing you sort of suddenly be much more affluent, suddenly be able to help people more, suddenly be able to sort of give out money and give out time and energy of yourself, abundance, give out physical sort of goals and abundance and rewards. It's a physical giving that they see you doing. And that kind of makes some sense, because you've been working and really lifting up your abundance anyway, Taurus, right? Lifting up your status, the amount of money you're making. You've been very disciplined here. So it could be that this is certainly something that's coming in after a period of time. Now, part of this betrayal could be something that has been associated with money, Taurus. It could be associated with this idea. Maybe in the past something fell apart between the two of you because of money or that perception, right? So it's interesting how this will come into play here. Now, what do you both desire? Well, your person desires another chance. They desire to be able to give you a token of love and see you take it. They want to have a chance to be able to sort of reach out to you. That's it, right? That's what Page of Cups is all about. You know, Page of Cups is unafraid. He's kind of overcoming that fear of sort of being ridiculed or being possibly, you know, sent away, or, you know, sort of rebuffed, or in some kind of way, right? So it's overcoming that. It's that really youthful kind of look. I'm going to take that first step and let this person know how I feel. And this is what they really want. They want to come back to you and kind of start all over again, Taurus. Knight of Wands, what do you want? Well, you want somebody who's really going to be enthusiastic. You're kind of wanting Knight of Wands energy. Knight of Wands is really about going after a passion, being passionate, people around you being passionate. The Knight of Wands is the one, is sort of that, he's the airy aspect of fire. So the Knight of Wands is the one who really whips everyone up. He's the cheerleader. He's the ultimate cheerleader, either for himself or his own path or for someone else. A lot of times Knight of Wands comes in for someone else, right? But he sort of comes in such a way as to really be their support, really be their cheerleader, really enjoy them and love them and give them that kind of confidence and that boost. So Taurus, I'm wondering if that isn't what you are wanting, right? So it comes in your position of desiring. So generally this is something you desire. When the Knight of Wands comes in, it really feels to me in this position for you in this reading that this is something you're wanting, Taurus, right? You're wanting someone who's going to come in and really be a booster for you. Certainly if you are feeling this betrayal here. And I think that this is what it is. This is what this person may have to do if this is a matter of reconciliation or coming back together after a period of challenge or separation. I feel with this reading, Taurus, that they're really going to have to come with a strong, sort of fiery vocal, right? Because Knights are air, and this is talking about communication and vocal. So they're going to have to be very vocal and communicative and really put it out there. You don't want to guess about how they feel about you, right? So the Page of Cups may not be enough. What needs to happen? Well, your person needs to really Five of Wands, they kind of need to be put in a position where they're going to have to fight for it and where it's not that easy, right? So Five of Wands is a power struggle that happens between multiple people who want to be out on top. It's a very competitive power struggle, Taurus. And this is kind of what needs to happen for your person. They need to feel a little fire under their ass. They need to feel like, look, it's not going to be that easy to get this Taurus, to overcome this betrayal. It's not going to be that easy to suddenly sort of get back in their life and get back in their world, right? They're looking pretty beautiful right now with that Six of Pentacles. They're looking like they're very able to just sort of take care of themselves and everyone around them. But, you know, there's going to be some competition there. What needs to happen for you? Well, Taurus, Two of Cups. What needs to happen for you, this is really, really interesting, is that you really desire someone to come and be equal and balanced with you. And that's what needs to happen. A connection needs to be made with somebody that's made on equal footing and balanced footing. And so this is the only way that you're willing kind of to go forward also. And so you have to, you know, this is what needs to happen in order for you to get what you want. So wait, if this person, if this person comes correct and they're going to come and you're going to feel an equal, right? They're going to work for it enough to bring that Knight of Wands and for whatever this connection to be equal. If this person doesn't do it, then what needs to happen for you, Taurus, is that you need to wait until this emotion or this feeling is what you have with the individual. So whether it's with this person who's coming back, because this is certainly a reconciliation. Feels to me almost even for a Taurus who may not be with somebody right now, and this reconciliation is coming in, and you, because you're clearly working and disciplined on your craft right now, and you may not be busy with a relationship right now, but because they're coming in, right, it don't necessarily take it unless it comes for you correct, right? Because you have other things coming down the pike as well. All right, so let's get your clarifiers. See what these clarifiers are for Taurus. This August 30th to September 1st. Show me. It's an interesting read. It's a very specific reading. It's a very specific message coming in. Surprises, shifts, big changes. These are some of the energies that are really impacting. I'm not surprised. There are shifts coming in for your person because I think they're the ones who are really realizing that you are something that they want to be with again after a period of separation. Despite the betrayal that came in here, they're really feeling like there is room for, you know, another chance, I think. We have Seven of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, more Knight's energy, and Seven of Wands. Well, there you go. So Seven of Pentacles, again, has been showing up for a lot of readings. If you see my other readings, you'll see. So we have two sevens and a knight. This is really all about following your heart's desire and making sure that what you have is what you want. Seven of Pentacles is all about reevaluating the work you do in your life and making sure the work you do is in line with what you desire and the passions you have. And Seven of Wands is all about standing up for your passions and the things that are important to you. In between the two, you have a Knight of Swords who comes in with a lot of truth and a lot of communication. So right now, this is really all about somebody who, you know, for you, Taurus, you are right in the throes of a career move, a business move, a work move that is all about following your heart and your passion. So whoever is with you is really going to have to be able to have that strength. Seven of Wands, along with that Knight of Wands, to be behind you with that. And if they're not behind you with what you're doing later for them, you just don't have the time for them, Taurus. And I think that's what's most important to you right now, is that you are with somebody who's really copacetic in terms of their outlook also. There needs to be a lot of fire and passion here, but that fire and passion needs to also be in support of what you're doing, because what you're doing is very important to you right now. So Knight of Swords is someone who comes in and really cuts the ties with anything, person, place, or thing that holds him back. The Knight of Swords is really about honesty and clarity and no holds barred. He really takes no prisoners, and in a lot of ways really seeks to sort of like cut himself away from anybody who's holding him back. So this is a very progressive kind of move for you, Taurus. This is a reconciliation read, somebody who wants to come back in for you, and there's a lot of competition for you, and they really need to stand up in a very specific way for you, meaning that they need to support your work and your business, your career, and they really need to support you in a passionate way and be able to have that valor, which is Seven of Wands is the card for valor, to really support you. And also never forgetting that there has been a betrayal. This is for those of you where this is a reconciliation, definitely coming back in. There is a betrayal that they really have to sort of come back against. So there's going to be a lot of work on their part. All right, guys, I love you so much, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got some clarity. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share. All of that good stuff. Don't forget to hit the notification bell and come back, because I will be uploading the September love readings this week. But for right now, Taurus, stay safe, stay healthy. Most of all, stay kind to each other, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye-bye, guys.